guys, welcome back to my channel, Keto with Sammy. For today's video, I posted a recipe a few weeks ago and all of y'all raved about it and y'all absolutely wanted to see a video on it. So today we are going to be making my Keto Chicken Parmesan over Palmini Alfredo Noodles. So let's get straight to the video. Alright, so for our ingredients today, we're going to be using our noodle replacement. This is Palmini and they're in shape of linguine. I absolutely love them. They're heart of palm. I actually found these at my Kroger. If you can't find them, I will link them in the description below. And they're only 2 net carbs per serving and there's 3 servings in these pouch, so they're really good. So this is going to be our noodle replacement. Then you're going to want some butter. I use Kerrygold, some cream cheese, some heavy whipping cream to make our Alfredo sauce with, some Parmesan cheese, some minced garlic, and then for our seasonings, you can use Italian seasoning. This one happens to be my favorite. This is the pizza and pasta magic. Some salt, some pepper, some garlic and onion powder, and some parsley flakes. Then for our cheese, we have some fresh sliced mozzarella. You're going to want 4 eggs, some low carb red sauce, some almond flour. This is what we're going to bread our chicken with. Some Parmesan cheese for that as well. You're going to want some avocado oil for frying, and however many chicken Parmesan you're making, go ahead and use. I'm using 2 chicken breasts today. Okay, so first thing you want to do is take your chicken titty and we're going to slice this in half. Just like this. And you're going to flatten it. Don't cut it completely through. Excuse my band-aid, I did cut my finger yesterday. I almost chopped it off with this knife. And now we're going to take a piece of parchment paper or a gallon bag and you're going to put it over the chicken and we're going to flatten it like kind of like a chicken cutlet. You don't want it thick. And you just take a husband beater and you beat it the chicken titty. Alright, once it's nice and flat and even all around, you're just going to repeat to the rest of your chicken breast. So first thing you want to do is season your chicken breast after you flatten them. So we're just going to season it with some pepper. And then flip the other side and season that as well. I already seasoned it. And then we're going to take some garlic powder. Season both sides again. Some salt. And you could add any other seasonings that you like on your chicken Parmesan. Some onion powder. And that's it. And then we're going to set these aside and move on to our next step. Okay, so now we're going to start making the breading for our chicken Parmesan. So you're going to want to take your 4 eggs and a shallow dish and crack those in there. Then to your eggs, you're going to add a splash of heavy whipping cream, about a tablespoon. And then you're just going to give this a good whisk, and you do want to make sure the eggs are well broken up. You don't want to leave no clumps at all, so it may take a few minutes. Okay, so after your egg is mixed up, you're just going to get a plate and we're going to put our almond flour breading. So you're going to want to take 1 cup of almond flour depending how many chickens you're making. And then to that, we're going to add 1/2 cup of our Parmesan cheese. And then you're just going to want to season this up. So you're going to want to put some salt, all the same seasonings that we used earlier. A little bit of onion powder, some garlic powder. We're going to add some parsley flakes. And I put about a teaspoon of every seasoning. Some black pepper. And then we're going to add our pasta magic seasoning. Then you just want to give everything a good mix. Make sure all the almond flour is broken up. All right, and once you have this mixed together, now we're just going to start breading our chickens. So you're gonna take your chicken breast, dip it into the egg mixture. Make sure both sides are coated. Drip off the excess. Put it into your almond flour. And we're going to do this twice. So after your almond flour, put it back into your egg mixture. And then back into your almond flour. Okay, once we're done coating our chicken breast, we're gonna move on to our stove. Alright guys, so I have my pan heating up with some avocado oil. You just want to coat the bottom. And I do have it on medium heat. You don't want it too high because you will burn the almond flour. And now we're just going to drop in our chicken breasts. Now we're not cooking these all the way because we are going to pop them in the oven to fully cook. You just want them to get nice and crispy. Alright guys, once it's nice and brown like this, you're just going to flip it and cook it on the other side. Alright guys, once both sides are browned, you're going to put it to the side right here. I have a flat baking sheet with a piece of foil, and I did spray it down with non-stick spray so it doesn't stick. And now I'm just going to cook my other chicken breast. Alright guys, so once you're finished cooking your chicken breast, we're going to pop these in the oven to finish baking. So I have my oven preheated to 400 degrees. I'm just going to pop these in. And you're going to finish cooking these for about 15 to 20 minutes depending on how thick your chicken breast is. Alright guys, so while our chicken is in the oven, we're going to start making our Alfredo sauce. So I have my pan heating up and we're going to dump in 2 tablespoons of butter and let that melt down. Once your butter is melted down, we're going to add in a tablespoon of minced garlic and let this cook down for about a minute. Once your garlic's nice and cooked, you're going to add 2 ounces of cream cheese and you're going to get it nice and creamy and melted down. Alright, once your cream cheese is melted, you're going to add in 1.5 cups of heavy whipping cream. And then you're just going to bring this back to a simmer. Once it's simmering, we're just going to season it up. So you're just going to want to add some salt. A little bit of parsley flakes. Some black pepper. And some more of that pizza and pasta magic seasoning. And now we're just going to let this simmer for about 5 minutes. While your sauce is still thickening up and simmering, we're going to add in our Palmini noodles. I did put them in a strainer and rinse them really good under water. We're going to let these simmer with the sauce so they get nice and cooked through. Alright guys, so after about 15 to 20 minutes of your chicken cooking in the oven, we're just going to top it with our cheese and our red sauce now. So we're going to take a serving of this red sauce for each of the chickens, which is 1/2 cup. You're going to spread it all out. Coat the other one. Spread it. And now we're just going to top it with slices of our mozzarella cheese. and then we're going to pop it back in the oven. You're going to let the cheese melt down. Then after it melts down, I like to hit that broil button and get the cheese nice and brown and crispy on top. So after about 5 to 8 minutes of your sauce boiling with your noodles, we're going to add in half a cup of Parmesan cheese just to thicken it up a little bit more. You're going to want to boil this for another remaining minute. Alright, after your sauce is nice and thick, we're just going to turn off the heat and we're going to wait for our chicken to finish cooking. Alright guys, so once your cheese is nice and melted like that, I'm going to hit the broil button, put it on low, and then I'm just going to let the cheese brown on top. Alright guys, once your cheese is nice and melted, we're just going to let this cool down and plate. Alright guys, so this is our Keto Chicken Parmesan over Palmini Alfredo Noodles. I hope y'all enjoy this recipe. Question of the day, while we're on the subject about chicken, what would y'all think of a recipe on keto chicken fried chicken? Comment down below. Alright guys, so that concludes today's video of our Keto Chicken Parmesan over Palmini Alfredo Noodles. I hope y'all give this recipe a try, and if you do, head on over to my Facebook, post some pictures of what you make. I love to interact with y'all, give y'all some feedback, ask any questions that y'all may have along y'all's keto journey. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see y'all in my next video.